Hey, how you doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Friday Share Beer for September 29th. I have to keep looking at the at the show for September 29th, 2017. And welcome, man. I kind of am rushing in the door. I literally flew in the door. Well, I guess I didn't literally fly in the door. That'd be a sight, wouldn't it? But I mean, I rushed in the door. Just got off work, so um, and I had like a minute and 45 seconds to actually look up a story or two. And you know what? I think I got kind of an interesting one here, but I'll start out with my beer that I'm drinking right now. Let me go to my Untapped here. I'll share the screen with you. Whoops. I'll share the screen with you, and then you can check it out while I'm typing it in. Let's see here. Okay, there it goes. So right now I am having a, let's see, Guinne. Oh, yeah, in it. I already did the SS. I'm having a Guinness 200th anniversary. There we are. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm having a Guinness 200th anniversary export stout. So and this is the absolute first time I'm having this. So I bought a 6-pack, so I'll have some more. So if you're in my Untapped already, see how it says a big fat zero? You're going to better get the camera ready. I can hear Sadiq already in my ear. Take a picture. Okay, so right now there's a big fat zero, but we are going to be working on that. So this is a new beer, as you can tell. 1,145 total ratings, 1,073 just in the last 30 days at the time of this deal here. And oh yeah, and let me get our link up for you there, Tom. 6% ABV, no IBUs at rated right now. 3.86 bottle caps so far. So let me get Tom a link so you can jump in, and maybe anybody else that wants to jump in live on video, that is, I'll post a link in the oh, there, you found the way in. Okay, are you there? Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. No, I don't think he can, or something. I'm showing my little green dots on the screen, so I think I've got sound. Anyway, while he's adjusting things there, we'll go over the notes really quick. Toffee caramel with subtle chocolate notes, complex and very smooth with a balance of roasted malt and sweet chocolate. So this will be kind of a little mini review, kind of like they do on car reviews, like a first look. This is our first look. Yeah, I need to start doing that. This is our first look. Not a detailed review, just a first look. I like that. I'm gonna have to start doing that. Let me see here. Oh, by the way, I gotta show you something. This is my man right here. That's my grandson. Look at that. How you like that? That's a handsome dude right there, huh? I should just put his picture over my face. That's a much better looking guy right there. That's the future. Anyway, proud of him, man. Just turned 2 not too long ago. So, hey, Tom, what's up, brother? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, right on, man. So I'm about to crack open this 200th anniversary export stout. It says brewed with black pendant malt. Pendant malt, yeah. The Open Gate Brewery, St. James Gate, Dublin. So that's all the stuff that's on the bottle. So we're gonna, huh?
I've had the regular one. I've never had the 200th anniversary. But I've had
I've never had this one either. So this is actually like a little mini review, I guess. Pretty standard cap though. I think they have this cap on the extra stout. So pretty familiar looking cap. I'll be using my Newcastle bottle opener. Oh, little smoke. It's, not quite Neary smoke, man. Hey, best wishes to Neary, by the way. Hope he's feeling better, doing better. By now, Hal, he should be off those pills by now. Although, hopefully he's off, man. You can't stay on those forever. you know. Look at that beer, man. Oh, just a night. Again, it's been making stouts for a little bit, right? So they ought to know how to do it by now. We got Bum checking in from work. Right on, brother.
What's up, Bum?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Just a nice roasty kind of real, just a liquid bread type of smell. Just a real nice malty smell, man. Chocolate. Yeah, I'm getting a little toffee caramelly type of thing happening there. Got to dig in, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking it. I'm not going to give it no thumbs, man, because this ain't a real review, man. But this is a, like they say on Motor Week, man. This is our first look. Oh, damn it! I got my camera ready and I still didn't take a picture. Where's my bottle? Man, what am I doing? Slacking. All right, let me take a picture. Good thing I got like at least half a glass left. There we go. I'll tell you what, man. I would recommend it though. This is no charge. 200 years in America. Wow. So that must be the reason for brewing this beer. 200 years in America, it says.
Wow.
Man, they've been brewing beer a long time, right? I mean, and I like they got the nice signature across the top here. I can't read it.
That's a brewery I'd love to go to.
Yeah, one of these days. That is on the bucket list, Tom, for sure.
Just for the ambiance, you know what I mean? Just knowing you're at Guinness.
Yeah, that's definitely on the bucket list right there. Hey, Earth, have you had this one?
Earth is on it?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Bum says, still haven't tried my bottle of Guinness too. You know what? Bum's the reason I bought it. I thought he showed that it was available, and then I saw it when I made that super quick one through of Total Wine. And oh yeah, no, he said not yet.
Is that a variation of the regular export?
I think so. It's just a special, edition of it. But man, you know what? It is cold. I just took it out of the refrigerator. Hasn't been out of the refrigerator probably not 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's still pretty chilled. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too. It's not quite room temperature. Or what are they like? What did Mark call it recently? The London room temperature or something like that. What did he call that? Oh, darn it. Anyway, but it's it's not quite that like 50 degrees, 45, 50 degrees. You'd kind of like to have a stout at to get, all the flavors out of it. But I'm already getting I'm already getting chocolate. It's a thin brew. It's not, it's maybe just a tad heavier than your traditional Guinness, but look at that head. I mean, that head just, boom, it just stays there.
What's the percentage on that? I know they drink pretty easy.
6.
That's not bad.
This ain't bad at all, man. It's easy drinking. I mean, I'm glad I bought a 6-pack. I can tell you right now, man. I hope apparently it's going to be a limited edition. I mean, I would assume so. It's a limited edition, but it's pretty darn good. Let me see. Happy Friday.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Hey, and cheers to Neary. Now that I have a beer and Tom has a beer, man, cheers to you, man. Cheers to Neary, our dear friend of the show, man. He's probably still laid up there. Want to make sure we don't forget him. And Barrick, man, good friend of the show. We haven't heard from Barrick in weeks. And we know he's in Florida and hopefully everything is going okay. So Another cheers out to him. Uh, I haven't been on Mark's show in a couple weeks due to football. Mark's Mark's show comes on right when the Rams play, so there's a conflict of interest there.
The Rams are doing pretty good this year, huh?
Dude, we're 2-1 right now. Yeah,
They're putting up some big points.
that's right, man. I think we got the highest points in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm. Their defense is putting up points, but at least their offense is taking advantage of how good, you know what I mean, how well their offense can play.
Yeah.
Defense struggling a little bit, but as long as you have a good offense.
What I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is what I like about what I'm seeing is there's hope now. Last year it was just like, oh, you got to be kidding me. In the year before that, oh, you got to be kidding me. In the year before that, oh, you got to be kidding me. But at least like there's some good pieces now. We always had a piece or two.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't. I mean, look at Long. Long went to the Patriots, got himself a ring. I mean, I feel like he deserved that, man. He's a hell of a defensive end, man. He deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now we've really got a good, solid defense. It's a brand new defense, so that they've all got to get synced in. We just got one of our key pieces back from a holdout, so I think it was only his second game back. So I like what I'm seeing, man. We've got a decent offensive line. We had one guy get hurt. That's always been our problem too. We'll get a decent line going. Everything starts. Line is your backbone. It's the backbone to everything. And we'll get a tackle hurt on one side or the other, and I think that's exactly what happened right now. I think the left tackle, and that's the problem, But I'm hoping that they keep it together again. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got the Cowboys coming up. That'll be a big game. So
I don't know how I feel about the Cowboys.
Yeah, you know what? They because of course I was at that Monday nighter, and I tell you, you know what impressed me? That I've never seen the Cowboys before. That was my first time.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, man, that's why I love going as soon as the gates open, man. I love being right there, watching the players warm up. I like to get the vibe. I like to get the feel. You know what I'm saying? Of all the different teams.
I've seen the pitches. You're pretty close.
Yeah. I sit 8th row. It's not bad. Yeah. It's pretty good. It better be. I've paid my dues, is what I'm saying. But in any case, that's exactly, that's the privilege of having those seats. Is like you know what I'm saying. I get to hear them. I get to hear what they're saying. What's their vibe?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Like when the Patriots came, I was digging that. You know what I'm saying. I wanted to, see how they carried themselves. What's that? And they do. They carry the. When I saw Peyton Manning when he was still with the Colts,
that's nice.
Same deal, man. That guy is all business, man. When he gets on the field, all business. What I liked about the Cowboys was really unique. I've never seen the Ginger in person, and I tell you what, man, that guy's impressive. He's the only head coach that I've seen. I've seen Tomlin. He's a young coach. I've seen many of the other young coaches.
Did you refer as a Ginger?
Yeah, the Ginger. Yeah. There's yeah. But in any case, man, he gets out there and he was like playing catch with his ball boys. It's just so cool to see, man. He's just out there with the ball boys. Hey, give me the ball. Yeah, he's throwing it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for like 5-10 minutes. Yeah. And then as his receivers are coming on the field to warm up, he's tossing the ball with them. I mean, head coaches don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so cool. He was like literally warming up his guys, literally still hands-on coaching. I was impressed by that. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I love football and I love good coaching and I love good football, good quality football. And I tell you what, man, I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Who was before him?
Was it?
He was there for a decent amount of time. because
Wasn't that wasn't it the guy that replaced um was Switzer? Was it Switzer? Barry Switzer?
I'm not even sure. I know him by face. I don't know him by name. I think I'll look it up actually because I'm curious.
Yeah, I forget, but um, they didn't look as good as they did last year. That's for sure.
Mm.
Had it been for in the second half, the Cardinals just having like a meltdown. I mean, on there again. There we go. The offensive line. The Cardinals' offensive line is weak. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, let's just get it out there. It's just weak, and without their star running back, man, that stud, that Johnson. I mean, he's a stud.
Mm.
That guy. What's his third year in the league? Something like that. And he's out hurt right now. I think he's hurt for pretty much I would say the rest of the season. Really, I think they said he can come back in another month. I think, but I mean, come on, you
There,
know.
there he's in the chat. He says like I'm in the bath.
Oh, yeah, but it's like uh yeah, I'm not that. What I was impressed with was actually seeing Prescott live. Man, that guy, he can throw. I'll give you that, man. That guy is a hell of a quarterback. He can.
He's very mobile too.
That's the whole thing. That guy throws. Some of the throws I seen him make and actually land were insane. And then he literally, when he jumped over those guys in the end zone, that was literally right in front of me. I was like right there, boom. I was like, damn.
Did you see that return? Did you see the punt return by Antonio Brown
Yes.
when he I think they were playing the Browns. He was running up in the punter, and he kicked a punter in the face.
Yeah, something like that.
Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I really wanted to see Dak Prescott, and I wanted to see their running back. What's his name? Uh, oh, darn it.
Oh, the guy that lawsuit or it is.
Yeah.
What's his name? It's him. Um,
Does it start with an E?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. There you go, Ezekiel Elliott. I wanted to see him and Prescott, and of course 88. Oh man, that receiver they've got. Anyway, and
Des,
then
Des Bryant.
Bryant. Yeah. Bryant, and then Witten. I mean, they got a few studs I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to see them in action and going at it. And their defense ain't bad.
But you
Um,
coincide that when he caught the pass and he was like there was like five guys around him. He was trying to rush into the end zone.
oh, Elliott.
No, Des Bryant when he
Oh,
caught.
Bryant. No, that was on the other side of the field.
I'm sorry.
That's the only thing that sucks about the end zone seats is when they're at the other end zone.
Yeah.
The fortunate thing for me is they've got the Cardinal Stadium. No one ever talks about their screen, but they've got this screen that's as wide as the field, even wider than the field, really. And I sit, it's on that red zone side of the end zone there. So when they're at that end zone, you're pretty much just watching TV like everybody else, just a bigger one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But dude, when it's on your side of the 50, it is insane. You know what I'm saying? It's just and especially when you get those plays where like there's a pass and they catch it and they're running down the field,
Oh yeah.
and it's coming right to you, man. It's just insane. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting as hell.
You basically see the hole open.
Yeah, you see everything. Yeah, it's because you can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's right in front of you. You're like, oh, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? You can just see it. I mean, as soon as the ball is launched, you're like, he's gone.
Yeah.
That's some of the perks to seeing it live.
Then you get to see the field goal kicks. Must be pretty cool. You get
Yeah.
like the goal and the field goal kicks, how far they're actually kicking from.
It's my favorite thing. Also, that's why I love pregame. Is my favorite. The kickers are the first ones out there dressed, and they'll be out there dressed, and
What's up, Mark?
Hey, we just saw some other dude. What the hell picture was that?
He looked appropriate.
That was rude. Who was that guy? Is that your brother?
Mark's confused. He's like, "What's
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, even Mark's confused, man. He's like, I don't know who that guy was, man. He's like wearing a collared shirt and a jacket and everything, and and none of us know who that guy is. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, what the hell?
There we go. Hey.
There he is. Now he can hear us. Yeah. We were commenting on that dude. There was some picture that flashed before the screen there, and we were like, who is that? You know? He's some guy with his hair all combed and like wearing a jacket.
A little class to the show. Had a little
Anyway, Mark, I'm having this. We were doing a bunch of football talk before you came in. I can talk football. Woo! I love football. I can talk football. What got us on it was I was talking about you. And we were cheering Neary because he wasn't in the show at first. Now he's in the chat.
Okay.
And then we gave a cheers to Barrick. And then I was, I hadn't been in your show in a couple of weeks, and I told him it was because of football, and I really meant because of what's his name on your show that's in Florida as well.
Wes. Yep.
Wes.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I was going to cheers him, but then I missed it because that's when the Rams play. That started us on the football talk. But I am having the 200th anniversary of the Guinness Export Stout.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Solid beer, man. Solid beer.
Yep. Cool. I'm about ready to open up one of my couple remaining zombie dust.
Oh, zombie dust. Yeah, you had that on the last show too, right?
Yeah. Still got to work a little bit this afternoon, but so I'm going light. I'm going not going Imperial Stout.
Yeah. No, not Imperial Stout time yet. Yeah.
And that Speedway Stout I had on Tuesday. Yeah, that was a one and done. Well, 3 and done. I had the 2 warm up beers and that was it. That was it. Yeah.
So, okay, because I'm about to buy that beer. So
it's a good beer.
Okay, that's all right.
It's well worth it.
Because they don't do it in bottles anymore, right? I think it's strictly.
I don't think so. Last time I had it was in bottles, but that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure it's canned. I'm sure though. But
that was good. 6%. If you see this, buy it. It was pretty good. Nice chocolate notes, toffee caramel note, real nice malt. Very. I mean, there's no IBUs rated on it, but I mean, I'm getting there's a little bitterness, but it's not from hop at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not hop bitterness.
It's just dry. Probably just a dry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So my next beer will be a Breckenridge beer, and that's the pumpkin spice latte.
Okay. Oh, all right.
So this is
first pumpkin beer of the season, right?
You know what? I think it is my first pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
And I'm having it too early, huh? Because it's still September.
Yeah. It's fall though.
Yeah, it is fall. So boom, I am in season. There we go. Boom. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark's got my back.
Not that you needed a whole lot of justification to drink.
Yeah, because you've seen me figuring out a reason why I'm gonna crack this beer right now. It's not like it wasn't gonna happen. I was just trying to find a reason. Let me see.
Okay, that's a good reason.
It's fall! Yay! Beer. So I'm gonna put this in my traditional UK pint glass.
Okay.
Nitro on the go. Well, let me look it up real quick. This is my first time having this one too, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Let me see.
That's a tasty beer.
Spice.
So I get lots of pine in this zombie dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was maybe that's an appropriate beer because the reason I was late, I was out talking to a guy about cutting down some trees in our yard. I got a bunch of pine trees. And man, it's expensive to take down trees. Jeez.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. Especially, I am so glad that I don't have palm trees in my yard.
Oh, yeah.
Earth might know about that as well. I don't know if he has any palm trees, but wow. Yeah. I mean, they don't need maintenance, but once every so often, but dear God, when they do.
Yeah.
And they grow so tall. Well, depending on your palm, but
yeah.
They grow so tall that I ain't getting up there. You can see my fat ass getting up there. You know what I'm saying?
So, I've got so many pine trees in our yard, and a couple of them are right at that spot where they're kind of dying, but not quite, you know. So it's like if I don't take them down and they fall, then insurance wouldn't cover it, type of thing. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
time to stroke a check to the tree guy.
Yes, exactly right. Yes, and they're worth
tall.
every penny.
I mean, they're like 100 feet tall. I mean, you know, this guy's climb up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Just kind of thinning it out?
They're taking down. Well, we've got like 30 trees in our front yard and probably another 30 in our back. It's trees everywhere. But we're taking down 2 small ones and 2 medium-sized trees.
Okay.
So
that's
one small one's
check.
Pretty much dead. Another one's getting there, and then the other 2 have like what they call cankers, you know, like abscesses in them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the tree's not dead, but it's not as strong as it could be, and it's in a spot where if it fell, it might fall on more than just the street. So
you're doing a similar thing like I did a few weeks back, where I had to reach deep in there, and I didn't write a check. I actually gave physical cash to my guy. But yeah, it was you reach deep for those big cleanups.
Yeah. Well, we knew, I mean, when we bought the house, we knew that. I mean, we like the trees, and I was like, well, that's just part of it.
Just, exactly. Yeah. You want nice stuff. It costs money. Things cost money. You know what I'm saying? Things cost money. They cost maintenance. What are you gonna do? That's the way it goes. That's the way it works. You know,
it's never fun, but it's part of the plan.
Yeah, it's all part of it. So, in any case, here we go. Look at something more funner. Here we go. Pumpkin Nitro Series, pumpkin spice latte.
Ooh.
It's just fun to say. I don't ever order spice lattes, but I mean,
you haven't been to Starbucks and ordered a pumpkin spice lattes?
Yeah. Anyway, see. 16,000 ratings on here, 1,700 in the last 30 days, 5.5% ABV, 11 IBUs, 3.41 bottle caps. A little worried about that score.
Well, Tom's not even looking at it. I mean,
no, it sounds like it's a really good beer.
I mean, so you got Nitro Pumpkin Spice Latte as a stout made with dark roasted malts, carefully roasted, cold pressed coffee beans, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves delicately complement the taste of rich pumpkin.
Oh, you know what this means, Joe? Pinky out.
This might be full pinky beer, man. These well-balanced fall flavors presented with the velvety texture of nitrogen create a truly distinctive and delicious beer. Yeah. Huh?
That rate could be higher because some people just don't like pumpkin beers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then some. Unfortunately, these are the beers where the beer snob comes out in us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin. The minute you mention pumpkin, everyone and their mama's got a different opinion about what pumpkin should be. Is it going to be actual pumpkin, the fruit, or is it going to be pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie, pumpkin, you know what I'm saying? Now, they classify it here as a pumpkin yam beer. Wow. So to even further complicate things, so are we expecting, now many of us have had by now a baked yam with lots of butter and pepper and whatever else you like to put on it, all good, right? So is it going to be like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out. Joe, open the damn can, idiot. Here we go. Oh, bite me, Neri. Look at that smoke. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, it was.
That was
smoke.
Awesome. Nice. That was awesome. Look at that. Oh, and then yeah, we didn't get too much of the cascading out of there, but man, that creamy head. Look at that head.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is just gorgeous. I am getting tons of it, incredibly, it does smell a lot like that Guinness I just had. What they talked about the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Give that coffee. Coffee can sometimes mix with certain stuff, give a nice little chocolate note too, and I'm getting some of that. Getting a little mixture of clove and nutmeg, and those holiday type of smells. Real faint though. Kind of have to really dig in there for it, Oh, it just smells good though. I am getting like a more of a pumpkin smell, but it's hard to distinguish. We're gonna go in.
Yep.
Oh. There is nothing like a nitro beer, right? I mean, the texture of that head as it's going in your mouth, right?
Continue.
The foam. The texture of the foam is it is velvet.
It's so creamy.
It's creamy.
Creamy, smooth, and delicious.
Yeah. How do you not giggle, right?
Yeah.
How do you not? Right? I could picture like newscasters, like Tom Brokaw, for Christ's sake, trying to sample his beer and giggling. I mean, how do you not? I mean, come on.
Do you get coffee?
I'm not tasting coffee, but I am tasting pumpkin though, which is good. And it's not a super overly sweet coffee. By now, this beer is warmer, definitely warmer than the other one here. Let me see what they said. Chill it.
Says, who coined the term "head" for beer foam anyway?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Let's call it foam. It's just foam.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start saying foam. Because you say head and we giggle. We're still in all of us is a 14-year-old boy somewhere, right? 14, 15-year-old boy, and you're just gonna giggle. Oh. Tom's
the boss checking up on him.
Yeah, Tom's in trouble. So let me get a picture of this because this is my first one, and I don't want Sadiq to get on here and yell at me.
Yeah.
Especially because, I almost expected him on here. He's done with his race, wasn't it?
He had that on last Saturday, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get on as soon as he can.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty good. Of course, this came in a 4-pack. I don't recall what I paid for it. I was just kind of not quite running through Total Wine, but I mean, damn near. I mean, I bet
that was probably $8 to $10 probably for a 4-pack.
I mean, I really don't know. I couldn't say. It was in a 4-pack though. The only reason I know it was in a 4-pack is because it's still in the fridge. It's a 4-pack. Well, now it's a 3-pack. It's a 3-pack now. It used to be a 4-pack.
Does none of the pieces come off? No, they do. But...
So what are you having now, Tom?
I'm having. I just finished Bright from Treehouse with Simcoe and Amarillo.
Oh, I love that label, man. That's a cool label.
Treehouse beer.
They do a lot of variations. They have one with Nelson. They have one with Citra. They have regular. Okay. I think I've had the regular on here. That was delicious. Got a lot of pineapple, mango, and all that from it. But now I'm drinking Haze from Treehouse. I went by there Wednesday. Stood in 45 minutes of line.
Okay.
It's worth it.
How much did you get?
I got 20 beers. So when you go there, you're spending about $70, $80.
Okay.
$3 to $4 a beer, probably. Yeah.
Like $3.80. The other beer was like $3.40, and I got some green. So I got 10 greens, 6 hazes, and 4 brights.
Okay.
So if you go there, it's a very nice brewery. It's a very nice brewery. I didn't even take a sip of this shit.
You're having the haze?
Yeah, I'm having the haze. They're all. I mean, anything from Treehouse, to be honest, is high rated. It's just the way it is. It's a very nice brewery. I'm actually thinking of bringing out a couple cans of this to share. A couple out there.
Whoa! Is everyone okay?
I think so.
No blood.
Carrying a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I got the 500 million beers badge. Whatever that is.
Oh, you did? Wow, that's.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
500 million beers.
So let me show Hayes, because this is of course a Tom beer. We have to show this.
Oh, there you go. 4.5.
100,000 ratings on here. 2,500 in the last 30 days. 8.2%, 90 IBUs. Wow. And a 4.54. That sounds like something they see on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like, your beer can go 4.54.
Yeah. That beer did a 4.54.
That beer did a 4.54. You know what I'm saying? They love saying that. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
What's funny is these beers are better after a couple, 3-4 weeks. I did a trade with Earth, and I think he drank the haze and the green. I think 3-4. I mean, I know he didn't have the haze. He had the doppelganger in green, and they're better after 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know why.
Huh?
It's weird, really weird.
I think
it's like it settles out a little bit.
Yeah, it probably just settles down just a little bit.
We were having a conversation at work. I've got a coworker that is super heavy into pipe smoking. He smokes pipes, and not wacky tobacco. I mean, real tobacco, a real pipe tobacco smoker, and he is heavy into it. I mean, he's got a humongous humidor, a couple of them, and he ages tobaccos. So he's and he's in a couple of different clubs where they age tobaccos. And so we were having an aging talk, really, about I was kind of comparing beers to tobacco, and as far as like what you get from an aged beer compared to an aged tobacco. And boy, he was talking about a buddy of his that had some cigars, and this buddy of mine is not necessarily a cigar smoker, but he likes pipes, so he likes loose leaf tobacco. But this buddy of his has cigars, and they were 40 years old. He said he had some 40-year-old aged, I forget what kind of cigars, but just I mean, he really had my mouth watering describing these things. And I'm like, buddy, I've got a beer that would go perfect. If you could hook us all up, man, I'll bring the beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and I could just imagine having some aged, single malts or something. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting around. I'd pay good money to smoke one of them bad boys. I would.
Remember Zach saying something about a place in Denver. I don't usually smoke cigars, or I never had a cigar that was good to be able to enjoy.
White Owls or Swisher Sweets don't count as.
Yeah, Swisher Sweets, exactly. Yeah.
You have to know what you're doing. Just like in beer, you have to know what you're talking about.
First of all, you have to step outside the 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you have to know how to enjoy them too. I'm not a cigar connoisseur.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not either, but I kind of slept at a Holiday Inn Express, and you know what I'm saying. But no, I'm not either. But I do
enjoy though.
I do like a good cigar. I do kind of lean more towards what I like too, and I found out right away that I do like a real nice dark Maduro, and I like those big 60s, and so that's what I stick with. Like a 60x5 Maduro of something is right up my alley. Perfect time for me, and like a 45-minute smoke is about. Okay. I don't want to go more than an hour.
Yeah, time to enjoy a cigar and have a beer about the right time. Yeah,
a cigar and 2 beers, basically.
Yeah.
Or a cigar and a scotch or something like that, or a whiskey, or
or cigar. If it's a double, then I'm gonna have like 2 doubles. It's basically 2 drinks for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a cigar and 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just keep drinking.
Good for the cigar. Just keep drinking.
Yeah, just keep drinking. Yeah, but that's enough cigar for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've tried Churchill's, and you're just you're just like, is this thing still going? It's just it's just too much for me.
Yeah, those things. What are those to go like an hour and a half? I mean,
yeah, it depends on how long they are. I mean, some Churchill's are, it's like
it's an all-day cigar.
I mean, really,
it's an all-day IPA, all-day cigar.
Yeah, it's just too much. Just too much for me, at least. But in any case, I hated to get all the way down tobacco talk, but it was, we had a very cool discussion on because I don't know much about aging tobacco. And
now, how do they do it? Do they take the tobacco and age it and then put it into a cigar, or do they age the cigar?
This was actually aged cigars, still wrapped the way he described them, still wrapped in the original, I don't know, whatever they wrap them in the box in, He gave the whole description. It was really, really cool.
How about like a barrel aging? Can you barrel age cigars?
Dude, David, you know what modern who's that brewery I've been following? That modern
Times?
Times, yeah. Modern Times has been selling barrel aged coffee.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, wrap your mind around that one. Yeah. And you can go on their website and buy whatever beer style. Now they've got 4 different coffees to match their 4 main beer styles. So whatever beer they've been barrel aging in, they've also got a coffee to match it right now.
Okay.
Sounds super cool. I haven't checked it out yet. I haven't had time.
I love breweries that offer more than beer, because sometimes you go with somebody that they don't like beer.
Yeah.
Coffee, maybe they want craft soda, something like that. Maybe they want
or even spirits, if they want like some whiskey or rum or vodka, something like that.
Vodka, yeah. Oh, vodka.
Gives you a reason for everybody to go.
Gin. You know what? Gin. Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing, really. There's a lot of breweries right now, actually, this coming weekend. A lot of breweries. Some of these breweries that I follow aren't in my area, and I've been seeing a lot of breweries this coming weekend. Look for it, guys. Tonight, tomorrow, there's a lot of breweries in your area, I'm sure, that are doing like these 4-course specials. And they're brewing these special batches. Have another beer, Joe. They're brewing these special batches that are really only going to last through that serving. They might be serving 50 people or something like that, and they're given a different beer with and I know over here there's a brewery that's doing it, and everything's basically a surprise. Like you're signing up for the darn thing, and it's like you really don't know what the hell they're serving. Yeah. And it just, to me, it sounds so cool. And a lot of these things happen on a Friday night, and I work Friday night, so damn it. But I can think of one of them here locally is doing it tomorrow, and so be on the lookout for those. Those things are a treat, man. If you've never been, I've been fortunate enough, thanks to my mom who's in the chat right now, I've been fortunate enough to have meals that last you hours, and it's awesome. It is so incredible, man. I've had the dinners where you have multiple forks out there, and multiple whatevers and knives and spoons and all that. It is such a treat. Now I could imagine mixing that sort of thing with different beers
this is a time of year, because you get into fall, people start thinking about the holidays. Fall beers into winter beers tend to be more robust and real food friendly kind of beers,
right?
And then they start getting into the real the food tends to be a little heavier, and I mean it just all goes together really well. Food and beer dinners are great.
Crazy how the temperature around you affects the beer that you're currently drinking. It's like a cold day. You want a nice imperial stout or a nice barrel aged beer, or If it's a hot day, you want to. And a hot day, I don't care if I'm sweating. I'll have a Bud Light. I don't care. Or something that'll go down easy. You know what I mean?
You just want something lighter. Yeah. Well, of course, because on a hot day you want something more watery, really. Something a little more, not as complex.
Okay. Speaking of weather, we got to check the weather forecast for Denver next week. Okay. Here it is. Weather Channel 10-day forecast. Okay. High of 73. Maybe a little bit of rain, but not mostly, just partly cloudy. Friday, high of 72, low of 47. Saturday,
47?
high of 7. Yeah, that's like Parka weather for you.
Wow.
It's sweatshirt weather. I mean, that's low. So, I mean, during the day, I'll be up in this Saturday, 74, Sunday, 65. So, perfect fall day, really. No chance of rain.
It cooled off here to 96.
Jesus.
Yeah. We're 90. We're almost 90 degrees today. We're pretty warm for here too.
Yeah, it cooled off to 96, dude.
Bring some long socks.
It's jeans and a sweatshirt. Jeans and sweatshirt.
Our low is in the 60s right now. And driving in, I was like, okay, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? But I have to admit, I was thinking about because I ran into one of our Albuquerque drivers before I left out tonight, and he was like, dude, I don't know what's up in your hometown, man, but it's freaking cold over there. And I'm like, yeah, I can assume that. Yeah. No, I even forgot what that reality's like, man, because like I said, it's 90 right now.
It looks like the weather's going to be decent. High in the upper 60s, low 70s, lows around 50, basically. So it'd be like jeans and sweatshirt. Jeans and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it'll be more of a smack in the face for you than me and Mark.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah,
definitely.
Tom's used to it. I can remember it. Joe hasn't experienced it in quite a while.
Yeah,
so
it's been a few years.
You're gonna be like the guy in Cool Runnings.
Yeah, I know what to expect, but knowing what to expect and actually getting some is like two different.
But it's going to be humid though. It's going to be a humidity of 33%, Joe.
Oh, see, that's the factor right there.
For me. I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, that's dry.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be warm. It's gonna be perfect, like jeans and during the day a t-shirt and at night a sweatshirt. I mean,
and truthfully, I'm counting on enough. Like Tom said,
little temperature increase due to the alcohol. So
there's enough
5 degrees at least.
Yeah, enough Treehouse Brewing, enough Breckenridge Brewing, that all kind of factors in. I'm hoping that I don't know what to expect really, but it would be awesome to be able to do something like that, some sort of food and beer pairing or something. We'll see how all that goes. But
the ABF have events on their website. I was looking at it. They have a bunch of stuff going. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's just like Zach says, man. There's just, I think we'll get there. We'll be just fine, man. We're gonna get there, and it's gonna be just fine. So that I made sure to put in for an extra day off. So I was gonna try to work that night before I leave out, but before I left work right now, that was another reason why I was in a hurry, because hell, I didn't get off till 9:30. I started the show at 10 my time, so I got over 9:30, and then I was like, oh crap! So I went back in and filled out the form and asked the boss.
Speaking of, we need to Tom and Joe, let's send each other like Google Plus or whatever. We should probably have each other's contact phone number.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do, and I was going to talk to you quite a little bit closer, but we're already towards the end of the show. I'll have another hangout like this probably tomorrow if we can.
Okay.
And then we can get into details like that, just the three of us here. And
okay, that'd be cool. Yep. We just want to make sure we can all connect.
Yeah.
Because it'll be my brother. Yeah, he's going to be staying in the same room I am, so we're kind of joined at the hip. So
okay.
We're good there. So
now that I know our chaperone was not going to be there, I was counting on.
Oh, she thought that was funny.
I was counting on someone giving us the look.
Joe is counting on you to keep us under control. And she's like,
you know, you need some of that female guidance. You know, some of that. Are you really gonna drink?
There's no guidance.
Really? You know, so yeah, with no guidance.
Lord knows.
Yeah, my mom's in the chat right now praying. Take care of my son when he's.
Yeah. Don't worry, Mom. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be.
Yeah, I got a question. How far are you guys from the event? Well, your hotel.
Mark could know more than I would.
We're in a hotel that is outside of downtown by about 6 or 7 miles, but we're right on the light rail line that drops us off right at the convention center. So we can get on the light rail and be down there in like 10 minutes.
All right, because I'm like, there's like a main road where the event is.
Mm-hmm.
Left, right. I'm like 2 miles to the left.
Okay. All right. So you're east.
I mean, I could possibly walk there if I have to, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
20 minutes.
Yeah. So we're a little bit out, but we're close to light rail, so we'll be able to get up and down pretty fast. So.
Yeah.
And the light rail runs, pretty much up until like 3 in the morning, and it starts again at 6. So we've just got to make sure we're on the light rail by 3, Joe.
That's all, right? Yeah, that's how it was when I was in Germany too. It was like, as long as someone rolls us on the train and rolls us off the train, right? Now you didn't have to worry about rolling off the train because there was always the guy on there that would kick you off. We were the last stop.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, oh no, there's Americans on here, kick them off at the last stop. And I woke up on the floor of that train station a few times.
I was reading, and supposedly the Denver airport, they have a bar in there. I guess they're doing the event.
Yeah, you know what? I think I remember seeing that they're like the craftiest airport, something like that. Was in Denver or something like that. But
there's so many go on and look for like Denver Beer Week and like Denver event.
There's so much, yeah. So let's do if we can do a like a private hangout or something next this weekend. I'm good for that.
Okay. So, what time do you think, Mark?
Anytime after late afternoon, early evening tomorrow.
Okay.
If that works.
Okay.
So anytime after like 5 or so Eastern. So what would that be, like 2 o'clock your time?
Yeah, I'll set something up and then I'll send you and Tom a deal.
Cool.
And then
that'll work.
Let me make sure I've got Tom in my.
I think you do.
Because I have a hell of a time finding him in there.
Yeah, I just honestly just added you to my list, Tom, last week. I was like, I always see Tom, and I was like, he's not in my circle. So
yeah. Tom, and I have Thomas Ryan. I have 2 different emails that I've connected with you guys. But if you want to do this to Thomas Ryan one, that's fine.
Okay. I think that's what I did. I think that's what I connected with. I think. Yeah.
Regardless, I'll look out for it.
Okay. Yeah. So if that works for you, Tom, sometime early tomorrow evening, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna be in Denver Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm getting in Thursday morning or early Thursday afternoon. So we'll have. I would expect Thursday afternoon, mid to late afternoon, will be good. My brother's getting in a little bit before me. I think I get in at like 2 o'clock Denver time.
Yep.
So.
I don't know if you want
to be good Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening.
I don't know if you want to like do anything that night. I know Epic's Brewing is doing the 50 Firkins, and then
I mean, if we can, I'll definitely will. I mean, I know my brother's going to be primed for it, and we're there. We might as well do beer. So
it's beer week.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm still having a hell of a time finding Tom.
If you put Thomas Ryan the second. And then this Tom, then I have regular one Tom.
Okay.
So the second, is it number 2 or is it like 2 L's or something?
It's like 2 L, 2 capital I's.
Okay.
Space, 2 capital I's.
In Google Plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dear God, there's another one of those too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I might have two.
I'm getting like two big bald guys.
Two big bald.
Yeah, I swear to God. I have a hell of a time finding people. I really do. I mean, Neri, I had a hell of a time finding Neri.
How about this? I mean, the same one that you send me the contact to get onto the show. You can just send me on that, and when I go onto Google Hangouts, it gives me the choice of what email I want to sign in on as.
Okay.
So you can just send it in on that one.
Okay. Yeah, and then keep an eye out for it tomorrow because I'll set it up early and then for a later time. So that way, if the time don't work out, we can always adjust it and then jump in later.
Yeah. I'll be good. I'll be good pretty much anytime after mid to late afternoon.
So in any case, anybody still watching this that wants to or is going to be in Denver, this is kind of like the last call, really. So if you're going to be in Denver next weekend, this is already next coming weekend, not this weekend. If you're in Denver this weekend, have fun. But we won't be there. But if you're going to be in Denver next weekend, holla at a brother because we can have some fun. You know what I'm saying? We can actually share beer.
And I still got a golden ticket too.
And Mark still got
one ticket to Friday's session next Friday
afternoon session. So
Friday afternoon starts at 5:30 Denver time. 5:30 to 5 to 9:30, I think it is.
The 5 to 9:30. Okay. So
I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of my ass.
Oh man! Speaking of, oh my God, there was
like that.
There was a guy that showed up to work with a bag of these little limes, and I had a bunch of comments about that. But in any case, yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Anyway, but if you're gonna be in Denver, just holla, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Send an email. You can text me 505-886-1514, or you can leave a message, or however you want to communicate. jodreviews@gmail.com. Just let me know you're gonna be there, and we'll hang out, man. Even if you don't drink, I mean, you just want to hang out, just say hi. I mean, we can like cheers a burger or something or a brat, like cheers, So, well, maybe not brats, man. I don't know, something about burgers, cheers, French fries. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would be awesome, man. It really would. The more the merrier, man. It's definitely gonna be hanging out at Zach's place for a little bit. I have to see that place. I'm dying to see that place. I am gonna be. I think I did finally decide.
Oh, you finally decided what you're gonna take?
I think I'm finally just gonna take my iPhone. I almost even upgraded to the iPhone 8. I was thinking, okay, I could upgrade to the iPhone 8, take that on the trip, at least to have a better phone camera at least. And then I thought that's kind of ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I was going to get the 8, and then I was thinking, well, maybe I can still get my full money back on the 8, towards the other one,
Oh, towards the 10 or whatever?
Towards the X, yeah. So I was like, nah, I'm like, that's stupid. That's just so stupid.
I'm going to have my iPad Pro on me at any point in time if you want to use it or anything.
Oh, really? You're going to have an iPad? Oh, look at this guy. I've got an iPad.
Yeah, you don't need to buy one. Tom's got one. He's set.
Yeah, Tom's got one.
So if you want to like sign into your account or something like that and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you have the 10-inch or the 12-inch?
Point something.
The what?
10-inch. Basically, it's not the one that just came out. It's the iPad Pro that came out before.
Oh, before. Okay. Yeah. No, I bet you that'd be perfect. You know.
You want to go live. Whatever.
My worry about getting a Chromebook or getting an iPad for this event was, how am I going to carry it around? I'm gonna have to have a backpack everywhere I go. That's going to be sweaty and cumbersome, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know. So I'm
just going to carry like a side bag. Now you have the one you put over you.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a man purse, but it's like a kind of like a side.
So it's not a full merce. It's a
it's a purse.
It's a European carry-all.
Yes, I was just gonna reference Seinfeld. I swear to God, I was. You know me, Mark. I was literally just gonna reference Seinfeld.
I was trying to. I couldn't remember whether they said a European bag, and then I said, "Oh, carry-all."
Yeah,
carry-all.
That's exactly. Yeah. That was the Seinfeld reference right there. I was just gonna.
It's a European carry-all.
Yeah, right before I could take it, you took it, man. I just. Let me leave everybody with this gorgeous picture of my grandson. Look at this guy. That's my grandson right there. I love that guy. My daughter was just here last weekend.
Did you have fun at the game? Was that a good time?
The game was. Are you kidding me? I love going football games. You don't even have to ask that.
Yeah,
but but it was. It was great. I mean, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I do love football. I love football like crazy. So, yeah, getting to see the Cowboys is a big deal. Just like I can't stand the Patriots either, but getting to see the Patriots is a big deal. I mean, I'm not going to deny that, So it was unfortunate Brady didn't play, but I mean, yeah, I did get to see the Patriots.
I got a question for you. Like before you sit down and you do all your stuff, like when you sit down at your seat, what do you have in your hand? Now, do you have like popcorn, a beer?
Oh, I can tell you. Yeah, absolutely. I am a diehard. I've been doing this for a lot of years. So, and I've had my seats for a long time too. So I literally walk in the gate, I grab my program. They're always handing out a free program. For this game, I don't have the giveaway because I gave them all to my daughter. But they were giving away flags. And I had told her too, I said, whatever giveaway they have, you watch how it's a pain in the ass for you. On TV, it's all good. On you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to suck. So if they're giving away towels, they're going to get waved in your face. You're going to have things flying all over the place. It's going to suck. If they give away flags, they're going to wave in your face. It sucks. You can't see the game. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, yeah, they're giving away flags. But yeah, luckily we didn't have no one in front of us waving flags. But no, I'll grab my free program. I'll grab the giveaway, whatever that may be. Sometimes they don't have a giveaway, but the first game of the season, you knew they were going to have one, especially for the Cowboys Monday night game. They were going to have one. So, and then I walk to my right. That's where the concession is going to be. That's in my section. I'll grab a souvenir cup, and I don't have one right near me, but a souvenir cup of Sprite every time. Sometimes a hot dog. Grab that. Sometimes lately it's been a hot dog too. And I'll grab that, and right behind me is the stand where they have all the garnishments, and put my favorite little garnishments on there. I usually wear my Carhartt shirt, so I have my pocket right here, so I'll put my ticket in my pocket. Got my hands full, ticket in the pocket. The usher always looks for your ticket. Make sure you sit in that seat. The Cardinals are pretty strict about that. So, they see I sit, and they always try to tell me where I sit, and I'm like, I know where I sit. You know what I'm saying? So... And then I get to my seat, and that's literally once I sit down, that's it, son. I don't get up.
You know what I'm confused by how like Green Bay, they have all the bleachers. They don't have select seats, right? Like you can't buy a seat.
I'm wondering if they don't, because I know at the college game the college games in New Mexico that I would go to, they had bleachers, but and then same thing with NASCAR. Like if you go to NASCAR has bleachers, and they've got like enough space for your ass in the seat marked off, and that's a seat.
Yeah, but do you buy us? Like you can do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're like row section 1, row 8, seat 10.
Right. Yeah. And they have it marked off, and that's a seat.
Oh, they write it on the.
Yeah, they write it on there. Yep.
Oh.
And believe me, people stick to it.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you go to a race, you're going to run into bleachers. So you'll see some people that bring. So I don't know. I've never been to Green Bay. That's another place that I would love to go to. As far as a ball game, I've been to Green Bay dozens of times, but I mean not as far as a ball game. So that's another. I don't know for sure. But that's how it's done at other bleachers that I've been to.
Almost always. Even though there's no seat back, there's still a seat number on the bleacher.
Right, because and it's funny too, because I sat down, and then of course you know, I know that the people next to me aren't the usual seat holders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the two dudes that were sitting next to me on this side, you know, they were kind of chatting with me and stuff. They were Cowboy fans. I talked to them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hold it against them. But you know, they were, you know, kind of asking a few things. They picked up that I was a season ticket holder. So, you know, I told them, you watch, swear to God, there's going to be a couple people that aren't supposed to be in this section and they're supposed to be in that section. I don't know what it is, but every game it happens. Sure enough, man, there was and then I told them too, I said, you watch, I don't know what it is about this face, but something about this face says, hey, can you take a picture of us, please? You know what I'm saying? Swear to God, there must have been at least 6 different groups of people that came and asked me if I would take a picture for them. You know what I'm saying? With their phone or with their camera or whatever they had. And same thing with the people in the wrong section. Sure enough, man, there was at least 4 different groups of people that were sitting in our section that were supposed to be in the next section. It happened every game.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I only bring that up because Tom brought up that seat thing. It would be chaos if you didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So these are actual chairback seats that are marked, and you still get people in the wrong section. And there's you always have someone walking up with a paper and someone walking up with a physical that's already sitting there with a physical ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have the one person with the printout, and I already know they're not reading that printout right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that happens every single game. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun, man. You know, I'll be at the Cardinal 49er game this Sunday too. So you know, I just love going to games. It's great. It's great.
Oh yeah, you got the tickets, and it's easy for you to get to them. Why not go, man?
Yeah, it's great. But no, I don't typically eat at games. If I don't have to, I'll have that hot dog before I start. I like to leave hungry, and then I go eat at my favorite place, like you know, my favorite little sports bar. You know, afterwards. I don't stay for the whole game typically either. Like if it's a blowout or something, I leave fourth quarter. I'll leave in the fourth quarter. I'll actually get to the bar before the game's over, and I'll finish watching the game at the bar while I'm eating wings and beer. So
yeah,
that's kind of how I do it. You know, that way you're a little closer to home before you start having beers. But anyways, we'll see you guys, man. Thanks, and Tom and Mark, look out for that thing tomorrow. So
okay, sounds good.
We'll see you guys, man. Peace out.
All right. Good day.
I guess.
Bye.